Yo, 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 what's up? What's up? What's good? You are now rocking with the best. It is 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Monday, and it is time for Conversations with Comedians. I'm your host, Mr. Perspective, Doug Bennett, and as always, I'm joined in the lab by my man, my mellow, Be Easy. What up, B?
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Look at that. Somebody faking enthusiasm. He only doing that, y'all, because he trying to get in the mood for Black History Month. You know, Negroes start showing off when Black History Month comes. It's like our Easter. Black History Month, like our Easter.
Black History Month, anyway. So,
Yo, man. Well, how was your weekend, bro?
pretty active. Maybe a lot of. Well, no, not act. Well, let's say this. The activity was mostly television watching. A lot of watching of media. So,
None of the games, just media.
well, the games, yes.
Oh yeah. Ha 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 ha. How the hell? How in the hell, bruh? Man, listen, dog. I'm all for black quarterbacks. I truly, truly am. And I was going for Mahomes, but Lamar let me down this weekend, bro. Lamar let me down. Look, don't fold your arms, Mr. Raven.
Waiting for you to finish.
Huh?
Just finish.
He let me down, bro. 10 points. 10 points.
Okay.
This is what happens when you start celebrating too early, like they did last week. Remember after they beat the Texans?
Yeah.
Them jokers turned their locker room into American Bandstand, even though they had nothing but black players.
Yeah. Yeah.
And had John Harbaugh's old unrhythmic ass in there dancing in the middle with a straight face like he was really grooving.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's the type of celebration you save for when you win the conference championship, not when you beat a rookie. Not when you beat a rookie, bro. That's like me bragging about getting laid by the school hoe. Hey, man, guess who I smashed? The school hoe. Yeah, you and the entire football team. You celebrate like that when you smash the virgin and she's 10 and she's a 10. And on top of that, y'all got married. That's when you celebrate like that. Like if I smash somebody who we get married and nobody else can claim her, that's when I'm in there doing the John Harbaugh dance in the suite at the Marriott. I don't do that after I get a one-night stand with a porn star.
Okay.
I'm just saying, bro, what happened? 10 points. 10 points.
Okay. You done?
Oh, here we go. He's salty, America. He's salty. Go ahead.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Just like the Commanders. Are you done?
Oh, see? Why you got to bring them up? They ain't got shit to do with this.
So here's the thing. I'm probably going to repeat this in an hour on Real Talk Uncensored. Everyone kept saying that the Ravens, they've been here before, and it's like, no, not these Ravens. They haven't been to an AFC title game. You can roll your head whatever you want. This is Lamar's first chance to be in the AFC championship game. He admits that. He said that. Kay Flowers admit the fact that it's like, hey, everyone, majority of the players that are on this team, it's the first time they ever been in this situation. So, yeah, you can say, Lamar didn't do anything. It was like Lamar did whatever Lamar had to do. And everybody did what they
had to win.
Okay, here's how I'm going to say this, and I'm going to point this out highly to you, to your audience, and to anyone else who's listening and watching, whatever. One dude does not do everything on a fucking football team.
Oh,
listen, he can't. Keep in mind, John Elway, it took him almost over 20 years to finally win a goddamn Super Bowl because everyone relied on him. You can't do that. The defense had to step up. The offense had to do some things. Lamar is only one person.
I understand Lamar is only one person.
Lamar can do, let's say this. Lamar
I saw Lamar throw a pass to himself and catch it yesterday.
He threw it, tipped up, then he caught
Nigga,
it.
hey, don't get semantical. Don't get semantical.
It's
He threw a pass and he caught it.
Legally, you can say he threw it to himself, but technically, he didn't. It got tipped. He caught it and ran it for a good 13.
I guarantee you that counted as a goddamn completion.
Yeah, because I saw the highlight. I saw the credit pop up.
Thank you. He threw the ball and caught it. So technically, Lamar can do everything.
He cannot throw to himself unless someone tips it.
Then I'd have threw it. Listen, he was the only one catching shit. Him and Zay Flowers. I'd have threw it to Zay and I'd have kept on it to defensive linemen so they could tip it right back to me. Okay. All I'm saying is, listen, I implore y'all, do not bet against Patrick Mahomes boy.
Yeah, you can.
Do not bet against Patrick Mahomes boy.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, so now you're going for Brock Purdy?
If the Niners can fix what they did 4 years ago, yeah, you can.
Oh, if I remember using your words, these aren't the same Niners.
They're not.
But that is the same Mahomes boy.
Yeah, because if you remember, every Super Bowl he starts off horribly. Super Bowl.
I wouldn't say horribly. He just tries to make it challenging for himself.
He can make it challenging for himself if he wants to. The only Super Bowl that when he started off bad and he remained bad was against the Buccaneers.
He ain't had no offensive line, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. He ain't had no offensive line.
I don't want to hear that shit.
He didn't.
I'm giving you proper facts and details, and you don't want.
Nigga, it was a fact. 2 of their linemen, their starting linemen, got injured the week of the Super Bowl.
When you were defending champions, you couldn't hold off the Buccaneers. No, the thing is that
you're the type of nigga that you could have that your homeboy comes to you and say there was a hole in the condom, and you be like, you still shouldn't have got her pregnant. Like that don't make sense.
Hey, get a new one.
They did get a new. They did. They got 2 new linemen, and he still got the same old fuck up. They like, come on. Man, I ain't talking to you. Yo, America, he's salty. He's salty. He's salty.
Salty. There's a lot of other issues I could go with, but look, the way I see it is this Ravens team, I think was well set up to be a Super Bowl championship team. I think
damn right.
This is a learning experience. I'm glad they stayed on that field and watched what was going on. I'm glad.
Yeah, because they damn sure ain't gonna get there next year.
You don't know that. I don't see the
yes, I do.
There next year.
You didn't. Okay.
Do you?
All right.
Do you?
All I know is this: it is a rematch of the Super Bowl. The Kansas City Chiefs, where people said they were not. This is the weakest Chiefs team in this entire run, and I'm gonna tell you right now, as a Patrick Mahomes fan, y'all better take advantage of the Chiefs while they weak. Because I'm telling you right now, them jokers is retooling next year. You better believe that. They're going to bring in a big name receiver. I'm telling you. I wouldn't be surprised if Tyreek Hill try to get his ass back to Kansas City.
I don't think they'll have the money for it.
Okay. You believe that if you want to. You believe that if you want to.
You already put the house and the home and the auto on Kelsey and Mahomes.
All they need is a motorcycle.
There's not enough room to get a top-notch receiver.
Yes, you can. You better bundle that shit. You better add State Farm and Progressive and bundle that shit.
You can't. Taylor Swift's bank account can't even help them right now. No.
Nigga, Taylor Swift could help them.
No, they can't.
If Taylor Swift is really down for the cause, this is the reason why relationships don't work. Because your woman should pick up the slack. Taylor needs to write a check. For who Taylor can afford to pay the salary of whatever receiver they got coming in there.
Not whatever receiver they trying to get. No.
You out your damn mind if you don't think Taylor could afford to pay DeAndre Hopkins' salary.
Okay, one, DeAndre Hopkins is not the right dude for that team. Not
I guarantee you wouldn't reject him if he came to Baltimore.
I mean, because he could be a perfect fit setup for it.
Oh, so he a perfect fit for y'all, even though you got Odell Beckham, Nelson Aguilar, Mark Andrews, and an emerging Zay Flowers. He's a perfect fit for y'all. But the team that can't catch, a team full of Butterfingers and Kadarius Toney, all of a sudden DeAndre Hopkins wouldn't fit with them.
No.
You are greedy, man. That's exactly why we as black people can't get nowhere. Because it's good. What's good for the goose, all of a sudden ain't good for the gander now.
Because I can tell that there's a different type of offense compared to the the Chiefs and the Ravens. Completely.
So you are OC, you are offensive coordinator now. Yes. You. So all of a sudden, what? You because you light skinned, bald, and got a stomach. You all of a sudden Eric Bieniemy now.
Yep,
nigga.
Sure,
whatever. Listen,
I can run up with a decent offensive schematic for the Commanders, and it could probably work.
Yeah, just take a down, 4 downs in a row. Just knee it down. You know they're predicting us to take Drake May from North Carolina over Jaden Daniels from LSU.
Who are those guys?
The quarterbacks. Like Drake May comes from North Carolina, the same place that produced Mitchell Trubisky and Sam. How the hell did you become a quarterback in the NFL? And we gonna what is it? 3rd time's the charm, nigga. This ain't the UNC basketball team. No, the UNC football team.
I'm gonna say it once. I'm gonna say it twice. I'm gonna say it 50 billion times. I hope they don't draft a quarterback. They need linemen. They need to draft a lineman. I don't want them to draft down. I mean, trade it out, or if you trade it out, trade in. You got to get into the 1st round but like the lower first.
Bruh, if they do not draft Jaden Daniels, or by some chance if Caleb Williams does not go to Chicago, which I doubt, if they do not find a franchise quarterback either through the draft or through free agency, I'm telling you right now, as God as my witness, I am going to eat a whole bunch of food, buy me a ticket, and shit in every seat at FedEx Field. I'm dead serious, because no fan should show up there if Washington botches another draft.
Okay,
I'm telling you, Brian, on everything I love and even more that I hate. If they find a way to F this draft up and not get Jaden Daniels, I am going to eat a whole bunch of food, sew my butthole shut, and go to FedEx Field and shit in as many seats as I possibly can. They're going to arrest me. Notice how they say indecent exposure. They're going to arrest me for not public intoxication, public defecation.
Yes.
That's what they're going to do.
See, this proves why I don't care about the Commanders. I really don't. You can do whatever you want. If you're going to get yourself another quarterback and go through the rigmarole of him being your savior, one dude trying to be your savior,
says the team that got Lamar Jackson.
Anything else, go right ahead. So I tried, America. I tried to save your Commanders, but no, you want
man, bump that. First and foremost, man,
go that route, be just like everybody else, get another stupid prima donna college quarterback and think he's the savior. I don't want to hear it. Let's move on.
All right, whatever, man. Hey, let's get to this, man. Speaking of football, man, I want to applaud both Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes, because as black quarterbacks, they continue to defy the narrative that black people can't play quarterback as efficiently as white people can. That's been the narrative forever. Even though Doug Williams won a Super Bowl, Donovan McNabb has gotten to a Super Bowl, Patrick Mahomes has won 2 Super Bowls, Russell Wilson has won a Super Bowl, we continue to have to fight against the stereotype that black quarterbacks aren't as efficient at playing the quarterback position as a white quarterback. But this man right here continues to defy the odds. He doesn't just defy the odds, he defies nature. This nigga here goes to CBS analyst James Brown. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to take a look at James Brown. I looked him up yesterday. This man here is over 70 years old. He is over 70 years old. As a matter of fact, hey, Brian, look up what his birthday is so we get an actual accurate number of how old James Brown is.
All right, give me a second here.
And there's a reason why I'm doing this, America.
I don't know why. Yeah, I would love to know the reason.
Oh, I'm going to tell you the reason why.
Okay. Officially, James Brown is 72 years old.
72 years old. America, the retirement age in America is 65. 65, you are officially a senior citizen. The reason why I bring up how black people, but black men are defying the odds is because how in the hell James Brown is 72 years old and ain't got no gray hair? Bring that picture back up. Look at him, y'all. Not one single strand of gray hair. I've been growing my hair out for a minute because I embrace the sprinkle of gray. I embrace the salt and pepper look. I do, even in my beard. I have no problem with that. I like getting older because the alternative is dying younger. But the fact of the matter that James Brown and his producers continue to let him go out there looking like a repaved driveway is beyond me.
God.
Like this nigga here is 72 years old. James Brown is old enough to be my daddy.
Mm-hmm.
And yet every single week he comes out with a blacker scalp. No, come on, Brian, for real. I've heard of Beijing, but he ain't Beijinging. He Beijinging, he's Shanghaiing, he's Shaolin, whatever, like Shaolin, like he, bro, it's to the point now that I honestly believe he takes a paintbrush and literally goes over his head. He looks like a microphone cover.
God. Yeah. Actually, probably the one that he's holding right now, right here. So.
Yes.
Okay.
This nigga here need to stop it.
I mean, keep in mind, like him, I've seen Greg Gumbel. I've seen even his brother, Byron Gumbel. I mean, they do dye their hair. I mean,
that's not dyeing, bro. That's not dyeing. That's spray painting.
Well, you can say spray painting. So,
it is.
But again, I mean, the only alternative is either A, shave it off. Mind you, when he wants to keep a notable look, you know, because people remember him being like this. I mean, he's been in the game for over 40 years.
Over 40 years, and he does not have gray hair.
So,
look, I'm going to tell you right now. I used to sit up here, and when I look at movies, the one thing I can't stand is terrible CGI. Like when you can pretty much tell like it's a green screen or something that was added in.
Yeah.
CBS has them. It's him, Bill Cowher, Phil Simms, Boomer Esiason, and another black dude on there with the kid in play. They have them in the middle of Las Vegas, and there's this waterfall that comes out behind them. Mm-hmm. I used to think that shit was real. It cannot be real. And this is the reason why. Because I swear to you, if one drop hits James Brown's head, he would have streaks coming down his forehead. That is, I'm telling you, CBS's CGI is off the chain. Because there's no way that's real. There's no way that's real with his hair spray painted like that.
Honestly, well... Like I like James Brown for a long time. I mean, I got the chance to meet him in person, and
what his hair look like?
Decent.
Nah, nigga. Nah. I mean, did it look like the way that shit looks every Sunday for the past 18 weeks?
Yeah. I mean, mind you, keep in mind this is like over a decade ago, and
it was still black then.
Yes. And he was, buffer and all that stuff, mind you, he did have to lose. You saw him lost some weight in recent years.
So he lost some weight, but added some paint to his head.
If you say so.
Nigga, what do you mean if I say so? You want to know the reason why I respect Chris Berman? Because Chris Berman is trying everything in his power to cover that bald spot up with them 5 strands of hair that he finds a different direction to comb it in every NFL primetime. Mm-hmm. James Brown, on the other hand, is dog. Bruh. He looks like that portion of 95 right before you hit the Woodrow Wilson. Okay. Where they repave it.
Damn.
Okay. All I'm saying is, I get it. Defying the odds. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, I get it. James, you need to stop it, bro. You really need to stop it. And in this picture, look at that picture, man. Put that picture back up. He looks like an Al Sharpton stunt double. Remember when Al Sharpton used to be heavy set, and then all of a sudden he lost weight and he looked like a bobblehead?
Yeah. Lord.
He looked like an Al Sharpton stunt double in that shit. He really and truly do. I'm serious, man. If him and Al Sharpton did a movie, you know how Martin Lawrence and Will Smith got Bad Boys?
Yeah.
They be black boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Black boys. Tell you, that shit is crazy, man. That's crazy. But all power to you. Continue to hold on to what you never had, James. Dead serious. You look so good, you step back, you want to kiss yourself. I guess that's what it is. Royal Rumble this past weekend. The winners of the Royal Rumble were Cody Rhodes for a second year and Bayley. Congratulations to Bayley, but I'm in love, y'all. I'm in love. I am in love with Jade Cargill. I'm in love with Jade, man. That's my little crush. I love
Jade. It took you this long to find out who she is.
Because I never paid attention to AEW. I never paid attention to AEW. But when Jade came, man, shit. I love me some Jade Cargill. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I thought nobody could ever be finer than Bianca Belair. But Jade Cargill, shit. Shit. Bianca got to run for her money now with Jade there. I'm dead serious. It was like watching them in the Royal Rumble was like the first time I saw Boomerang, and I didn't know who Marcus should pick between Robin Givens and Holly Berry. I really did, man. I'm telling you. When I first saw Boomerang, I said, Marcus, just string both of them along as long as you can. I'm serious, man. Come on, man. Are you telling me you really and truly knew who to pick between Robin Givens' character and Holly Berry's character in Boomerang?
Yeah. I felt Marcus should have picked Layla Rashawn.
Not with them feet, bro. Not with them feet.
I don't care.
I'd have picked Eartha Kitt over her as long as she didn't talk.
Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus, darling. I'm serious. Even I'm telling you, man, the only person that could pull off that voice would be Jade Cargill. Jade could call me that Douglas, darling. Douglas. I just come to bed like this. Nah, Jay's super fine though. But I think they're gonna develop a rivalry between her and Bianca, and I think that would be pretty dope.
I think it will happen. I think it will be within a couple of years. I think Jade.
Damn, that long?
Because I think Jade's going to go to Raw. She's perfect for Raw. She kind of set up potential feuds with Nia and Beck and Bayley. Not Bayley.
Oh yeah, did you see her pick Nia up?
Yeah, with ease. Not even the thing is, it's like you figure you would hope that Bianca would do it, but I kind of knew I knew Jade was going to show up, and I kind of knew Jade would be the one to take out Nia out because since Rhea was going to be in the Rumble, I
love a strong woman. God, boy,
So,
Jade could pick me up like that. As
yeah.
long as she don't do it in front of people. But Jade could definitely pick me up and put me on the sink.
So,
She could
yeah.
put me up. She could put me on. Jade could put me on the counter. I don't care. As long, like I said, as long as she don't do it in front of people. Like she got to let me be the man in public. But
Yeah.
boy, I wouldn't mind if Jade put me up on the counter.
Here's the
Just
funny
pick
thing.
me up. Just pick me up by my hamstrings and just man, shoot. Ain't nothing. Seriously, there ain't nothing wrong with a strong woman. It's
No.
when they put independent in front of strong. Now, just be strong. Just be strong.
Wrong.
You ain't got to be independent. Just be strong.
Okay.
But
But here's the thing. Bianca, Jade now, and people have kind of haven't seen her fully yet, is Lash Legends. Dave
who?
Lash Legends. She's in NXT.
Oh, okay.
So
Are they ever gonna bring? You think they're ever gonna bring Nikita up from NXT? Or are they just keeping her down there to keep that shit rolling?
Still have to deal with recovering, so it'll be within probably next year or so.
You asked me. I thought they should have brought her up about a year and a half ago to battle Rhea.
No, too soon.
No,
No.
why not? I'm sick and tired of you shooting down my idea.
One, she was hurt. Two, I think she's still big green. So, and I kind of seen it sometimes every time I watch NXT. I think the two NXT girls that did show up in the Rumble, Roxana Perez and Tiffany Stratton, they're ready to go. So I think, once they're done with these little feuds they got going, yeah, they'll be called up within, I would say, an after Mania. So I can see that. So
Cody won again for the second year in a row. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, Cody better beat Roman at WrestleMania because Cody is slowly becoming the Buffalo Bills of the WWE.
I can see that. That'll be a good storyline.
He is slowly becoming the Buffalo Bills of the WWE because the truth of the matter is, Roman, number one, this is the reason why I can't sit up here and ever give Roman GOAT status. And I don't care how long he holds this belt. Because there has never been, name one wrestling match, one title match that Roman really and truly had that he did not have some interference from the bloodline.
None. I told you. Ever since I told you this a long time ago. I told you ever since he came back without the armor, his armor has been his family. It's been the bloodline.
Even Ric Flair, in the height of the Four Horsemen, defended his title by himself. Right. Arn Anderson and all of them didn't keep jumping in there.
No.
So it's like, at what point in time is somebody going to point out the fact that Roman is only holding his belt because in the very beginning it was Jay and Jimmy, then Solo came, and then it was all like perfect example. He only beat Brock Lesnar that last standing match because all three of them got involved?
Right.
Come on, man. There comes a point in time where
keep this in mind. Of all the major title defenses where, like you said, the bloodline came in to interfere, the match stipulations where anything goes is pretty much in effect. So that means the bloodline can show up and cause a whole bunch of problems whenever they feel like it. So yeah, until
somebody need to put a blood clot in the bloodline because they get on my goddamn nerves. They really are.
The only blood clot I think it could be full effect. I don't think it would be Cody. I think it's The Rock.
The Rock can't come back, man. I don't want The Rock to get the belt. And the reason why is not because I don't like The Rock. I've been a fan of The Rock for 20 plus years. It's the fact of the matter that, number one, The Rock is over 50 years old. That's number one. And number two, it's almost predictable that he'll lose the belt because The Rock is more of a movie star than he is a wrestler now. And rightfully so, because The Rock has put in his time as a wrestler. So it's almost predictable he will lose the belt.
Really? Or you can just give it up. The main objective here's the main objective here for The Rock beating Roman is one being head of the table because they're cousins. And the last time those two were in the same ring together, The Rock gave him acknowledgement, to Roman, after winning a big title match or whatever. And he just gave him a pat on the back and left. So, but now it's kind of got to the point, I believe, based on how this story is going, is like, look, you treating this thing like very smug, because of course he admits the fact, like, this is Roman, this is Joe. Joe's like this.
This is how he is. He's an asshole in real life.
Yes, he is. He's always been like this. And he's like, it's time to settle down. I mean, if you ever seen young Rock, he was like that then. Even though he only, like, I think they made him appear like twice, and that was it. But
yeah,
but he did. It was kind of funny how he was like, acknowledge me. And,
yeah.
But yeah,
you can't do it. In my household, if I'd have jumped on somebody and said acknowledge me, they'd have threw me into my grandma's floor model TV.
So Cody, I think he reminds me, this is kind of like when Shawn Michaels faced The Undertaker a second time. And he lost. Even though if you remember that second one, I need to face him again. And all this is like, and Triple H trying to convince him not to do it.
Then Triple H's hypocritical ass went and challenged The Undertaker, and he lost twice in a row too.
Yeah, actually 3 times. But yeah, it's like
Cody talk about finish the story. Yeah. This is the story that never ends.
True.
Seriously. But I tell you this much. Mm-hmm. The person who is really in a Royal Rumble is Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Bruh. Goddamn. I still can't believe whoever his handlers are, let him come out that. Look at it. He literally looks like Antonio Banderas' great grandfather. He really truly does. He looks like a distant relative of Mark Antony. Mm. Why did they have that motherfucker come out looking like a Spanish conquistador?
And that was his look. I know he should. That was like about a couple months ago, but
yes,
it off.
And Vince McMahon is older than James Brown, and they go to the same hairstylist, or the same Mako to get that spray paint shit.
Yeah, that's what I was about to get to. You dogged on James Brown, and you didn't razz on Vince's and his hair dye.
Because Vince, trust me, Vince got enough people razzing on him. That dang, I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. I don't know what's going on in quote unquote Hollywood, because we say Hollywood. Hollywood is used as almost an umbrella term for entertainment. Mm-hmm. But I'll tell you this much. Never before in my life have I been so happy to be poor and unknown. I'm serious. I used to pray. Oh, Lord. I used to be like those people on the Hunchback of Notre Dame. I pray for wealth. I pray for fame. I pray for glory to shine on my name. I prayed the other day. I said, God, forget all that. Nix that. Because they're going after any and everybody who rich. Any and everybody who's wealthy and influential. If you've ever smiled at a woman in a creepy way, you got a lawsuit coming. If you've ever smiled at a woman in a creepy way, you got a lawsuit coming. And you want to know what's so crazy about this? Is that for all the people that Sean Puffy Combs has made a star, Vince McMahon has made a star, none of those people are coming to their defense, which lets me know there is a level of truth in these accusations.
Yeah.
Because if you ain't got do you understand that not even Mary J. Blige came to Puff's defense?
I wouldn't blame her.
Nobody has come to Vince's defense. All of these wrestlers who are now millionaires, his own daughter hasn't come to his defense. His own son.
Okay, here's the reason for it. I mean, it was kind of blatant when we saw it during the Attitude Era. You know how he was.
Oh, yeah. No, don't get whoa. Wait a minute. Let me make this perfectly clear. I am not coming to Vince nor Puff's defense at all. Because only a weirdo would get older but keep dyeing their hair. Like, I mean, really, man. As if the mustache is what set the shit off for me. Did you see that mustache that Vince had?
Yeah.
That motherfucker literally looked like an artificial like, you know how they, god damn. You know who he looks like? He looks like a younger version. He looks like Vincent Price.
Yes.
He looks like Vincent Price if Vincent Price got older, but his hair never changed.
Right.
That's who he looks like. He literally looks like he's about to say, darkness creeps across the land. The hour is just at hand. Like he literally looks like he's about to break out into the Thriller monologue. Like that right there shows you Vince ain't got no friends. Because not one person looked at him before he came out the house and said, hell no, Vince. Hell no, Vince. Hell no. I know your middle name is Kennedy, but you damn sure don't look like one. Go back in the house and wash that shit out of your hair and erase that mustache. But like I said, man, maybe Cat Williams is on to something. Because there's a level of truth, boy. People are starting to get exposed big time. And like I said, what kills me is nobody is coming to their defense. No one. I don't even see his wife, not even his daughter or Shane, just to say, hey, I support my father because that's my father or whatever. Nobody is saying anything. Like even Triple H in that damn press conference talk about, we're finding out in real time. Triple H, you're trying to sit here and tell me you've been married into this family for all these years. And you're telling me you didn't know Vince was up to some crazy shit.
Hey, he stays in his lane. That's all he does, which is smart.
I don't give a damn if you stayed in your lane or not, like a sprinter in the Olympics. Nigga, you still in your peripheral see some shit happening in other lanes. You ain't gonna sit here and tell me that Triple H, who literally grew up in the business, did not know some crazy shit was going on.
If he did, keep in mind, you know what Vince does when he buries people, and he buried him many times. So yeah, he kept his.
You said he buried Triple H?
Yes, he's buried Triple H like pretty much early in his career, and he admitted Triple H stated it too. There was a moment where they pretty much buried him.
How did he? Well, maybe that's where he got the sediment to put in his hair and that mustache to cover up the gray. Vince looked terrible. Show that picture one more time before we move on. Darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is just at hand, and creatures from every tomb are closing in to seal your doom. And whosoever shall be found without the soul for getting down. What the fuck? Oh my God, man. Vince needs to stop it. Vince needs to stop it. But let me ask you this question. Who's really at fault? Vince McMahon or the people who's enabled him to keep this type of behavior up for so long?
Both. Just like R. Kelly, just like Rashawn Combs, anybody who they're the initial planet, let's so to say, and everybody else is a satellite, meaning a moon or whatever.
You can tell somebody enjoys science class, America, because I don't know what the fuck he just said.
And the thing is like they just like being around them because they know full well it's like he's the moneymaker. He's getting all these girls. He's getting all this power and all that stuff. And yeah,
well, because didn't they come out? Yeah, Vince is even admitted to being unfaithful to Linda, didn't he?
Yeah, that's why she left.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all this, like I said, and this is during the prime of the Attitude Era. It was like you can tell it was like when Linda was running for political office, You never saw Vince next to her. Like, I think the second time around when she ran for a political office, Vince wasn't there. The first time he was, but the second time he wasn't. So because it's like, okay, this is serious. They're done. So because she knew about it, she knows about the infidelity, and she just got tired of it.
So what do you think this does to Stephanie?
Stephanie is her own person. Shane is his own person. They've done. I mean, now that Vince is not in the TKO group, surprised that I've seen no McMahon running the WWE since its inception. I mean, to be honest with you, I think she's going to live a happy life. She's doing it now. So, I mean, she's married with 3 kids and got millions, so she don't care.
I tell you this much, man. That's one reason why, me personally, you always keep your distance. You never shit where you eat, because it's always going to mess your breath up.
Yeah, well, moving on.
Never shit where you eat. It's going to mess your breath up.
But unless you're going to FedEx people.
True that. True that. True that. All right, man. Congratulations to Jess Hilarious. It has just come out that as starting on February 5th of this year, she will be the permanent co-host to The Breakfast Club, replacing Angela Yee. And there's been so much speculation over the past couple of weeks because of her absence and her putting out. And this is why the media is so powerful. And that, to me, the media needs to be held to a higher degree of responsibility. Because she put out a tweet saying that she was calling, that it was reported that she was calling The Breakfast Club trash. She was not calling Charlemagne. If you read the article, she was not calling Charlemagne and Envy trash. She was talking about their take on how SZA how they compared SZA to being the modern day Mary J. And she was saying, why can people not allow the new age artists to build an identity for themselves? Why do they have to keep comparing them to artists of yesteryear? But if you read the article or the title of it, it says she called The Breakfast Club trash. And immediately people ran with that as if she got fired by The Breakfast Club. Now, the reason why, and when I say ran with it, I'm talking about every single, and this is the thing that got, it was only us. It was only black people. Whether it was the Corey Holcombs of the world or the SOs or anybody, they were all sitting up there, academics, all of them was shooting at Jess, trying to sit up here and literally stomp on what was perceived to be her would-be grave from mainstream media. You know, calling her less hilarious. I mean, just going in. And I guess my question is this, even hearkening back to the Cat Williams interview and just the era that we're in now when it comes to reality TV. Why does it seem like our people love drama so much? Why? I'm just being real, man. Like seriously, why does it seem like our people love drama so much? Or we live to see the downfall of one of us? Like we live to see the downfall of it, man.
It's everybody. I'm going to just say black folks. It's everybody.
But before you go on, that's my issue. I don't care about nobody else. Okay. I care about us. Because we're the main ones talking about how we can't get ahead, how we can't come together. We the main ones sitting up here harping on these.
Okay, let me say it in this form of fashion. Then. One, the black media, the proper term is medium, would like to probably expose something to where, hey, this is entertaining to you. So, case in point, with Jess Hilarious stating that, she's reacting to a comment that, Envy and Charlemagne were talking about. Mind you, I saw that clip on their YouTube page, and I felt like it was a logical discussion between them two. If Jess was there, she would have said the same thing.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Jess would have said the one thing I will say about Jess Hilarious is this. She's consistently her.
Yeah. So
Like she's consistently her. That's
right.
the one thing I'll give you about Jess Hilarious. Jess Hilarious ain't the type where she'll say something and then in front of you, she's somebody else.
Right.
No, Jess would have called that shit, that take trash in front of them on the air.
Right. So and I think that finally picking her, because everyone knew, like, the moment she stepped on, everyone said, oh, she should be the third person.
Yeah. Like, I don't even know what took them. So to me, if there was ever a slam dunk choice, it was Jess Hilarious.
Yeah. Actually,
like I don't even know why they played around with other co-hosts.
Well, let's say this. One, I think, because they brought in people that were affiliated with the station. I know they want to bring them on. And the only other choice I would have thought of would have been Claudia Jordan, because again, they're
hell no. Hell no. Hell no. The only association she has with excellence or anything anybody cares about is her last name. I'm sorry. I do not like Claudia Jordan at all. I didn't like it when they had Ebony K. Williams on there. I damn sure didn't like it. What's that one woman's name? Tezaline Figueroa.
What's wrong with that?
She was the black lady on there with the braids who was disrespecting Larry Elder every chance she got.
She does the news thing.
Yeah, she was disrespecting him. Vivek him to my bad though. But she was, man. Like, to me, Jess Hilarious was so far and away the best pick for it. I don't even know why they went through all of that. One thing I can't stand is theatrics and unnecessary shit. It was totally and completely unnecessary to interview anybody else.
Again, that's whatever their producers and management wanted, go through. They wanted, I think it took them over a year to finally, make it official. I mean, shoot, you got the Daily Show. They had to bring back, Jon
Stewart. Yeah.
And that's just like, damn. It's just like, you still can't.
Because the truth of the matter is, this is the thing that kills me about media and entertainment. And just life as a whole. We make this shit life is simple arithmetic, but we make this shit calculus. Like, real talk, man, to me, Jon Stewart should have never left.
I disagree.
Okay, then tell me what he's done since.
One, he's been fighting for the firefighters up in New York to get decent benefits since 9/11.
You really and truly think that Jon Stewart, you think they give a damn about Jon Stewart when it comes to him lobbying for shit? Like I said, once again, we make this shit harder than what it is. Those politicians and them bureaucrats up in New York know good and goddamn well those firefighters deserve more money and better benefits. Like, the fact that that's even a discussion, the fact that shit like that has to even be lobbied for, once again solidifies my point on how we make life more difficult than it needs to be. Because guess what? Those were the mofos that everybody was looking at when them towers fell. They were the ones who were volunteering to go up in there.
Mm-hmm.
Volunteering. Nobody else was doing it. A lot of those people were sitting up there praying. And if you honestly could hear their prayers, they were probably saying, thank God I got out. Not please God, save them. So Jon Stewart don't need to be up there fighting for them when them damn bureaucrats know good and goddamn well those people. Listen to me. There are three jobs in this country that you should never have to debate on them getting more money. Teachers, civil servants, and anybody in the damn military. Those three jobs right there, you should never have to debate. Debate means that there are two people with equally fair points that conflict. There Somebody give me a debate on why a firefighter, a police officer, a teacher, or anybody in the military should not get more money. Don't worry, let the Lord use you.
Well, unfortunately, any politician will probably promote the fact that teachers are, they have to, fend for themselves. I think
Nigga, this ain't Bear Grylls island of relevancy or whatever the shit that was called, where they dropped them people off on an island with duct tape and faith. Talk
True.
about survive.
True.
You're a fucking teacher, bro.
I understand.
Do you understand that? Do you understand that teachers, and I know we going off on a tangent here, because once again, congratulations to Jess Hilarious, and black people stop hating on each other, because I'm gonna get back to that either today or next week. But teachers deal more with, man, listen, the fact of the matter that you have somebody who's willing to deal with your badass kids when you don't want to entitles them to a raise.
Not a raise. They should be. I mean, honestly, to this day and age,
and on top of that, they can't slap your child neither.
Well, there's reasons.
Man, fuck that. Fuck that. I wouldn't have made it through the first week of school.
Hold on. You would give the okay if your child was acting a fool. You would give the okay to have someone who's not you, not any of your family members, spanking your kid with a stick. And he gives me with the cold looking. Okay, moving on. Back to
no. I'm gonna answer that question. You want to know why I say yes?
Okay.
Because the truth of the matter is this. I've never seen a kid. There are very few children who come home and shoot the house up. But I can tell you so many kids who go to school and shoot the goddamn school up. Number two, you damn right that teacher. I've seen students sit up there and fight teachers. Fight them. Fight teachers. Bro, fighting a teacher? Man, shit. You ask me, every teacher should get free jujitsu lessons. Choke that little motherfucker out. Choke him out and leave him right there in the middle of the classroom. And put a blank pop quiz right on his chest. First question, do you think it was wise to come at your teacher? Secondly, what would you have done differently? Third, if you would have done something differently, do you believe the teacher would have done something differently? And fourth, should I go to your house and choke your mama out or your daddy out for not beating your ass before you come up in here and get an ass whooping from a stranger?
Well, let me add to that. One, I just recently saw a video of a kid who's fought a teacher, and the teacher slapped him right in the face, and the kid ended up crying out in the room.
Goddamn right.
It was just funny. But secondly, the main reason here is the fact of there is lack of support between the parent and the teacher. Because for whatever reason, there's been a lot of excuses of the simple fact that
keyword excuses.
That's why I say excuses. Of the single parent is like, I work too hard and all that stuff. And it was kind of pointed out.
Oh, don't even get me into the single parent joint.
Right.
Don't even get me into that.
What I'm saying is, it's like it was kind of pointed out in an episode of Abbott Elementary, and did
you just reference Abbott Elementary?
Yeah, because it's a funny show. It's a good show, and because one of the teachers tried to talk to the parent about their child and how his child's.
Oh yeah, I know you talking about. It was the episode where homegirl just kept saying word.
Yeah, and really is like we're not helping here. We're not, the child's acting out. I'm trying to tell you that you're not disciplining. I can't discipline. You have to discipline. It's like that. So it's tough. It's a tough scenario. So, but let me go back to Jess.
Go back to Jess. Let's go back to
Jess, because that's the main thing. Sorry, Jess, if you're watching this. She is the perfect choice. I like the
perfect choice. Absolutely.
I like the fact that she comes in raw. She even has her own segment, Jess with the mess, and then help Jess with your mess and things like that.
I'm gonna be real with you. She is by far more entertaining and engaging than Angela Yee.
Yeah, Angela
By far, like it's not even close.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
telling you right now, I'm surprised Angela Yee lasted on that show. I truly believe Angela Yee was the Molly Karam of the Breakfast Club. She brought nothing to the show except a semi-pretty face.
True, but I think let's say they wanted to have that woman aspect of certain things.
I know, I agree. But let's be for real. There were other women they could have picked. Angela Yee brought absolutely nothing to that show.
But the thing
that's why my favorite episode is when K. Michelle read her the riot act. I'm serious. I love that. I love that episode, bro. I love that episode because a lot of women in the media get away with a lot of slick talk, and men can't call them out. Because if a man calls them out, he's seen as abrasive or misogynistic or all of those other coy terms that people love to throw around whenever you call a woman out on her bullshit. When K. Michelle called Angela Yee out to the point, I mean, she called Yee out. I love that episode. I keep that episode in my favorites. I'm dancing between that and the Cat Williams interview on Club Shay Shay. Whenever I'm having a bad day, I put that shit on.
But I think with Jess, I think she comes with realness. And I think she'll call out, she'll call out Envy, she'll call out Charlamagne about certain
absolutely.
And stuff like that. I mean, yeah, even though I think the real reasons, like, she does travel, she's still a comedian, she does tours here and there, so we won't, I think they base off of her schedule. And I think it's a good gig for her. So
my thing is this, and is that I don't know what it is about us in our community where we're so attracted to drama and conflict.
Because it's an entertainment. Everything is entertainment. They've been liking it since the more, even well before the housewife shit. Black folks like entertainment. They like to, do we
like entertainment or do we like drama? Do we like entertainment or do we like drama? There's a big ass difference.
Drama is entertainment.
No, drama can be entertaining, but there's a difference between entertainment and drama.
Okay. It's to me, it's still in the same umbrella. To me, that's how I view it. They just want to be entertained, and that's it. Because whatever is going in their life, they want is like, look, there's got to be something better in my life right now. And when they see somebody else going through a whole bunch of rigmarole than they are, it's like,
what is that word, boy? Rigmarole? Are you saying rigor mortis? Like, what are you saying?
Rigmarole. Whatever.
You mean rigum and roll?
Stop, drop, and roll. We only got 2 minutes, so
we're gonna spend the next 120 seconds finding out what the hell that word is and what it means. Now say it again. I'm gonna treat you like that person who damn sure always mix the words up of the song. You be like, nigga, what was that lyric again? And he all of a sudden, you're like, you know what it is. No, I didn't. That's why I'm asking you to repeat it. Rigum and what?
Rigor
mortis. So all of it, people love to go through life when you are stiffened up from death. That's pretty much what he's saying. Hey man, for Conversations with Comedians, thank you for rocking with us. I am your host, Mr. Perspective. He is Be Easy. We will be back next Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Beltway Radio and beyond. Hey, Conversations with Comedians, bringing comedy to the conversation. We love y'all and we are out. Peace.